Yeah. StreamYard's live. Chef Kicker Semi. Win for YouTube. Da. Come on, YouTube. Still waiting. It's really recording. Hey, there it is. Finally. We're here. Oh, Harvest is harvesting something. Hey, maybe you should watch the stream on Wednesday and wash your balls on Wednesday, Angry. The smell gave it away where you're at. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, welcome to High Noon, y'all. No idea where Shift is. She might have fell asleep and sleeping right now. She may be on the phone. We don't know. So let me see who all's here. It's still the 23rd of August. Yeah, a couple more weeks and we're over. Welcome back, Cooking with Mike, Harvest Mary Moon, Angry Warrior, all the lurkers. Yeah. So, see, now you know why nobody pees in my pool, because Harvest Mary's there, always there. Hey, there's Lady D coming in. Oh, now I'm Little T Trust. Okay, I see how you are. So, well, hopefully Lady D got something to eat, because what she said she had on her walk to the store doesn't sound like it was spilling for the day. Definitely didn't sound vegetarian to me, so, coffee, yes, my second cup of the day. Yeah. Oh, not a problem, Lady D. I just love picking on you. I went back and I watched the car show picks again, and hey, I'm like, I bet Lady D likes that one right there. Yep. But yeah, let's see what's going on, because I don't know. I watched a little bit of YouTube, watched some of the videos I usually do. Ooh, the Fed Powell declares time has come to cut rates. So you should have cut them back in March instead of raising them, you dumbass. I'll sit on that part. I'm not even going to freaking look at that earthquake thing, because they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, that huge solar flare that the sun sent us. I was messing around with GPS signals. So if you're trying to use your GPS and got lost, yeah, you should have put it in Spanish. It probably would have read it to you in English, and you would have never gotten, hey, yeah, lost. And of course, Savvy Dime still reporting Sanchez fears the Gulf Stream may collapse by 2025. Let it. Oh, I'm saying I've been, everybody's been freaking trying to debunk me in every way, shape, or form. I see all the signals for a mini ice age, not a full blown one. And people have been saying, "Oh, that ain't going to happen." What's one of the things needed in order to have a mini ice age? The Gulf Stream needs to shut down. Oh my God! And I don't have a PhD in water science, but it's pretty easy when you teach yourself the numbers, how to read it. You can figure it out. So I don't know. I think these PhD type people are really too busy trying to win that Pulitzer Prize thing, and too busy trying to write to self-justify their jobs. So I don't know. Let me go over here. Lady D had a bowl of watermelon while we were away. Ooh, watermelon. Yeah. Yep. Hirschberry knows. She can decipher the cryptics. Yeah, well, GPS gets messed up. That's going to mess with the communications and definitely internet. And I'm just glad my internet got better after that yesterday. Hey, see, Happy Chappy. Nobody peed in the pool, Happy Chappy. Go ahead if you want to. Pull it out and try to pee. Harsh Mary's got a surprise for you. Hey, Gary Huffman, how you doing? Good to see you. Uh-oh. Yeah, those wood splitters suck when they got to get fixed. I'm glad I don't have one anymore, but I'll regret it when I finally find property. Like, damn, oh shit, that woodcutter again. Hey, Tom, Jersey Joe, how you doing? So I'm thinking Shift is on the phone or sleeping for those who just came in, so no idea. And I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I was watching Family Guy. I think it was season 38. I don't remember what episode, 3 or 4, I think. And they showed him a little Porsche with aliens in there, and immediately I thought of See Happy Chappy. There was a dude in between two aliens flying the spacecraft, and it was funny as shit because the dude was like, "So you don't do that no more? No probing?" And the alien's like, "No, old technology." And then the dude's like, "Well, do you still have the equipment?" Yeah, right off the bat, I thought of See Happy Chappy. He's like, "Yeah, hey, cash money. You didn't have to, but you did. You showed up, just like we're going to show up to Social Hour." And I believe Social Hour will be on MLZB's channel today. So, yeah, be there or be square. And even if you're square, hey, they have silver in squares. Well, actually, the rectangles, but, you can get those little glitzy ones that are square. Yeah, go ahead, Cash Buddy. Pull it out and pee in the pool. Angry Warrior tried it. Epic fail. See Happy Chappy tried it. Epic fail. Horse Mary's a freaking ninja with those freaking shears. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I bet all those people that enjoyed it came from the state of, yeah. You know which one I'm talking about. I don't even have to mention or say it or spell it because everybody already knows. So the shift kicker, if you're listening, get your ass up out of bed. You don't need to sleep. You slept all night. You slept more than I did. How do I know this? Because you called to see if I was awake. Yeah. What the hell? Okay, Parade Magazine is reporting the TV series This Old House. The star has died after 40 years on the series. So I don't remember the guy's name, but I remember being there. It's like, damn. Prayers to his family. I guess it was time. God needed him to go over there and start fixing stuff in his old house. And just when you thought the View was the worst show on TV, somebody put their head up their butt, and now they think, hey, let's do one called the Girls' Night Out. And it's going to have Sarah Jakes Roberts, Christine Kane, and somebody named Joy. Yeah. Sounds like the primetime version of The View. No, thank you. And ISIS volcano is still erupting. Hawaii still possibly going to get hit by 3, maybe 4 hurricanes. Of course, the Gulf Stream's going to collapse. We're on the verge of the zombie apocalypse thanks to the Mpox virus and all that. And yeah. So what better way to have a mini ice age, but part of the country is going to be frozen, and the other half's going to be being freaking devoured by freaking zombies. Yeah. Told you guys you shouldn't play with your monkeys. You know, the old version was you play with it too much, you're going to go blind. Now it's if you play with it too much, you're going to freaking start passing monkeypox. Leave those monkeys alone, you degenerates. No, Harvest Mary, she made a bus for it. Her husband kidnapped her, and they made a run for it. They had helicopters all over freaking Minnesota looking for him. She took her hospital gown and ran. She is at home. Not really. She got discharged yesterday, but she was waiting for phone calls, and she's probably on one right now because they still got to do some lab work. Who knows? Maybe they called her. I know they called her when the show was ending this morning. Maybe she had an appointment this morning to get it done and over with. I don't know. I know she's ready to get it done and just stay home for the weekend, possibly a couple of weeks to months, and take a break from the hospital life. She did that for over 20 years as a nurse. She doesn't need to do that no more. But we shall see if she shows up. Yep, I haven't seen no stars dropping. That's the first one I saw there. Mike was the one from this old house. But I'm pretty sure they come in droves, so a couple more are going to start freaking coming here shortly. And I got a lot. Yeah, well, it actually frustrates me that the mainstream media hasn't figured out that we're smarter than them. That's why they're losing. A lot of people stop watching them on TV and social media, on the internet. There's all the bullshit they spill. And they're still saying, oh, Camilla reinvented herself. She's such a new person. No, she's still the same one. She probably just got 2 more Hollywood coaches to help her. And did you see her wearing her Lisa Simpson suit? Simpsons can't mark that one up. The prediction they had Lisa Simpson going to win the presidency. Well, Kamala Harris decided to wear the same suit and try to have something almost like pearls that Lisa Simpson was wearing when she went to the DNC to do a speech. Yeah, how redunculous is that? She copies Trump's policies and tries to spoil them as her own. Now she's stealing shit from The Simpsons. Hey, Seth MacFarlane, sue the crap out of freaking Camilla, even if you want to vote for her. Sue her. Copyright infringements. She's trying to force, she just jinxed you. Y'all never going to be able to predict anything ever again. She jinxed you. She's trying to take credit for your hard work and the writers. I would sue the crap out of her. She'd have to give up her hopes for the presidency and go back working on 5th and Main, trying to freaking $20 is $20. Yeah, in order to pay you off. Come on, Seth, you can do it. Yeah, and as a reminder, this is a no Democrat liberal safe zone. So if you're one of those, you will get butthurt, your skin will freaking crawl, and we'll send the zombies after you. And if you decide that you think you're brave enough to take on our maitre d that protects our pool, then yeah, we'll see. Holy Toledo! Look at this. Oh, I got to do the special guest thing. Yeah, I didn't expect this, and I am surprised. Hold on a second while I excrete myself in the litter box. Well, hello.
Well, good morning, everyone.
It's afternoon. Yeah, you're late. No, I'm just joking.
It's
brunch time and lunchtime and breakfast time.
Yep, it's breakfast time here in the Pacific Northwest at 9:13 a.m. Good morning, everyone.
So you can have your kibbles.
I'm having an energy drink.
Oh no, not the Red Bull peach or apricot and strawberry.
Oh, I'm never. Yeah, that one's nasty. I grabbed the dragon fruit one last night, you guys. I do not like these. It's the only thing they sell at this little store down the road. And Bling or Bing. Oh, Teresa. And I hate that. And vote for Pedro.
Yeah.
So anyhow, yeah.
So this is a surprise.
Friday. And the DNC is over, right?
Thank God.
Yeah, there's been nothing on YouTube pretty much. I mean, I'm bored over here, you guys. I need some entertainment. Nobody's live streaming. Nobody's talking about the economy, like financial, like all I'm hearing is DNC.
Yeah, they're really pushing it, and you know what? Nope.
I don't.
Yeah, rumor had it you drank that Red Bull with the strawberry and apricots, and that's why you didn't show yesterday because you were knocked out. Okay.
Oh, that I took one sip of that, and that was just nasty.
Yeah. She needed a full day to recover.
Yeah, I'm not gonna don't do that one.
Yeah.
Tastes nasty.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's Shift Kicker.
There's Shift.
Yeah. So everybody, if you don't hit the thumbs up, that's fine, but throw a heart out. You know where the heart button is. Throw a heart out. And that's not for me. That's for Shift Kicker and 10 TV.
Yeah, can you order like 3 dozen hearts? 3 dozen.
Yeah. Now, we kind of figured, I thought you were on the phone call already, Shift, but that's fine.
There we
understand
go.
These phone calls are important, so get them. But, yeah. So, they're saying that last CME that came through, or no, they called it something else. I can't even remember what it was. It messed up GPS on the planet.
Supposedly we got hit from the backside. Unusual, huh?
Now, some people like it from the backside.
I've been telling everybody that this planet's been creeping up from the backside.
Yeah.
I know I've been telling everybody that for the last few years, that whatever's coming, it's coming from the backside. It ain't coming from the forward.
Okay,
and I think it's a magnetic planet, and we're magnetic too, because it's creating some kind of magnetic signature when you see it on the ISWA. But I don't even know if any of those things are real, you guys, anymore. I think they are. Good morning, B.
And that's for Shift B. All right, so Mike B has a recommendation for you for a good economic channel if you're interested.
Oh yeah, because I do listen to those. So if
hello, Chuck Sex, good to see you.
Anything new, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find this thing. So I can
Good
go.
morning, B. Good morning, Chuck Stacks and Mike.
Yeah, she was partying all night.
Who, me?
No shift. People came in that weren't here this morning and explained that her husband kidnapped her and they busted out of the hospital. And
Yeah.
they're being chased by all the helicopters were flying around Minnesota. Funny thing is, those helicopters were really there for the state fair. They weren't chasing shift. She took the money and ran. Now she's waiting for the phone calls for that so she can get that extended warranty on her car.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wake up.
So.
So.
Now that's understandable. You keep if you're still drinking your energy drink, put a straw in it.
Put a what? Straw?
Yeah, put a straw in it. Drink it that way. A head rush for the freaking energy drink. Like, bam!
Oh, I pretty much slammed this thing like a champion.
Oh, come on. We grew up in the era. If you're going to do that, you do it shotgun style.
Yeah, I know we did, and I got good at it.
Come on now.
I remember when my cousin's like, yeah, my cousin here, she can drink a beer like no other. And he goes, watch this. And he took his pen and
well, I have to admit,
yeah.
I learned how to shotgun from HR Puffin stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, did they teach us how to do that on HR Puffin stuff?
No, we had a birthday party. Right, and the guy hired characters to dress up like HR Puff stuff and the people on the show for his kids. And when the party was over and the kids were out playing, not watching, the characters decided to have a couple of adult beverages with us.
Oh no!
And Mr. HR Puff stuff showed us how to shotgun with the head on. Yeah, I actually have the HR Puffin stuff costume head on, and he showed us how to shotgun. I'd never known shotgun until then, so I give credit to HR Puffin stuff because of that person.
I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah, that was funny when we used to do that shit, or the beer bong, where they pour in couple beers but yeah, I used to like try to slam, get good at that. I know that was a stupid thing to try to look cool doing, but when you were in high school, and so, and I wanted to be different than the other girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you definitely are different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was a little more on the tomboy side too until in my 20s, and then I went to a very girly girl.
Yeah, well, back in the day, the tom girls or the tomboys, as she called it.
Yeah,
they were sexy. Nowadays, it's like, no. They really think they're girls, and they're not. And most of them are named Tom.
The Tom girls that in our generation, I think, were just girls that were either more athletic or they were tough bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't they were, the stoner girls that you want to mess around with because they'll beat your ass kind of shit, but yeah, they, some of them actually became cheerleaders in my school.
Yeah.
And the one, I looked her up, how many years later on Facebook, and she doesn't look any different. She's just older. And her girls are all Tom girls. Like they're all at college athletes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say her name because I ain't going to do that shit to somebody that I haven't seen in like 40 years. You know what I mean? That ain't cool. But I'm not surprised that her daughters all grew up very athletic and stuff. Oh, pretty girls too. Very pretty. They're more girly girl than their mom was, you know what I mean? But very athletic.
Yeah. And just to clarify, we do have a Tom in chat. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the others.
Yeah, the Tom, you
Tom
know.
couldn't pick his name. His parents named him that before they,
Yeah.
you know.
And I don't think they call him Tom. Like, I don't think they call girls that anymore. I think that whole word's been phased out of the vocabulary for
because they're not girls anymore. They're guys thinking they're girls.
And this stuff with the athletes, the women athletes, and look, okay. I don't approve of okay, no, okay, I better roll this back. I'm not going to choose to become a transgender. But I don't think it's fair what these male transgenders are doing to the female sports. I've had enough of it. You guys, we really have to get a petition going for transgender games. It's the only way we're going to solve this shit.
Yep, and I hope they hold them in the Arab nations because they will welcome them there.
It's the only way to solve this situation because it's women in sports now. Women are not going to aspire to be in sports if they have to play against biological males.
Yeah.
And I realize you think you're a woman, but you're not. You're a trans woman.
Yeah.
A trans woman is different than a woman. Yes, you can be a trans woman if you want to be, but you're not a woman. You're a trans woman. I'm not being racist or whatever. I don't care if you want to do that. You want to dress up in Victoria's Secret underwears and cut little holes out in the front. I don't care. But don't do this where you're inflicting your shit on other people, man. Get your own games. You can have rainbow flags. You got a rainbow cups. You can make a lot of money off it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what this is all about, then do that. Go ahead. I don't care. I ain't going to go. But that doesn't mean other people aren't going to go. But don't do that to the women.
Yeah. I won't call them trans women because I call them dudettes. It's a dude wanting to be in it. So.
Oh, dudettes. Oh, I get. Okay, I like that one too, actually.
Yeah. But this generation now will think it's theirs. They'll start spreading it and they'll think it's their idea. But you heard it first here.
I mean, you don't see the senior Olympic people competing against the regular Olympic people. Yeah. Or you don't see the disabled Olympics. What do you call those? I forgot.
Paraplegic.
Yeah, you don't see them, you know. Well, there has been a couple of games where one's, I think they were missing a leg, and then one was missing an arm or something, but they were still in a race.
Yeah.
And some were in wheelchairs. But, okay, maybe that wasn't the best analogy. Let's go back to the other one. I think that would be better. But, yeah, it's, you know, if we have different groups. What?
Well, the only scientists I support are archaeologists, because never in the history of archaeology have they dug up anything other than a male or a female skeleton. So that right there just goes to prove science is back, that there's no such thing as transgenders. Okay, so yeah, bite me.
Well, we make up stuff, you know, and they made all this stuff up. I realize that, but it just isn't making any sense. If you have all these other Olympics, why can't they have that Olympic? Then they can compete in a fair game situation, and then it'd make everybody really happy, I think, you know. And then you create another form of entertainment for the weirdos. Yeah, because the weirdos need entertainment too.
Yeah. How you doing, Trippin' Paws? Welcome back. Good to see you.
So, I just think that those women in the Olympics, they took beatings in those fights that were just not right.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just really starting to annoy me. and I don't want to say that I don't like those people, because I don't know those people. I just don't like I don't agree with what their thought is. Okay, does that make me bad?
No.
Hope not, because
it's just like I said, if you're gay, that's all fine and dandy, but just don't do it in public, especially if there's kids around. I mean, the same thing for the transgender. You keep that shit inside your house, and don't do it to kids or infect the kids in any way, shape, or form. Give the kids time to be kids before they have to decide on adult stuff.
And half of these girls that transgendered at a young age now, they're the ones regretting it more than the boys.
Yeah.
I've been scouring the internet for weird shit just because you don't have to on TV, And I got a lot of stuff flagged, and I've been running across a lot of that the last couple of days in between the DNC stuff, and it just kind of bothers me. I don't know. I'm just sharing my thoughts.
No, but the beginning of the DNC, remember? Yeah. So they must have some fucked up families if their freaking families are getting raped, And I'm just throwing that there because everybody always likes, well, what if they got raped or whatever? Yeah. No, the black and white thing. You don't kill a baby, period.
Traveling stuff, and then the disectomies. Yeah, no, that was the most distasteful thing to have at a political convention.
Yep.
And it was a joke convention anyhow. Half of those people were bussed in.
Yep.
And then, like you were talking about that blue suit, the Lisa Simpson.
Yep.
I don't know, you guys. I don't know. And in that one episode, Trump didn't make it, you guys. Because I went back and watched a couple of those ones. Because I don't watch,
Yeah.
I don't watch those cartoons normally. But if somebody suggests that there might be some similarity to what's going on now, I'll go back and watch The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Exactly, Pedro. I'm very confused by so-called feminists defending trans women. You're basically saying a dress and makeup makes you a woman. How degrading and demeaning is that? Exactly. And the feminists, that doesn't. We're the ones that burned our bras and brought up the bacon and fried it up in a pan. Remember?
Yeah. And I agree with Angry Word. Make teabagging great again. Yeah.
Not that teabagging stuff, man.
Yeah, but you can only teabag after Wednesday because you have to wash your balls on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
You can't teabag unless you wash your balls.
Wash your balls.
Yeah. That didn't go too good. Happy Chappy put that in there after we talk about teabagging and washing balls, and we put bacon. Oh yeah, Harvest Fair. I agree with you. Make gallows great again. That's why I say hold those special sports things for the trans in an Arab country, because guess what? The winner of the event gets the gallows. Yeah, the rest get tossed off a building because they don't like those people.
Oh, it's just crazy, the whole world.
And the only way that the trans are ever going to win anything in the world is if they take on the Arabs. So why don't you just form your militia, go to that country, and protest there and try to change their minds? Let's see how well that works out for you. Yeah.
Well, something interesting in Ireland right now.
Yeah.
The okay, I can't remember if they're the Protestant unions and the Catholic. What was it? Oh man, I can't remember. Anyhow, the Protestants and the Catholics are getting together, you guys, for the first time for a long, long time. Okay, because they're actually getting together because they're going up against the refugees, and it's getting hotter than shit over in Ireland right now.
Yep.
But for these two different factions to be,
put their discrepancies aside.
Yeah, to put and these discrepancies have been going on forever.
Yep.
Like all the way back to King William.
Mm-hmm.
And because that little plant, the little flower called the sweet Williams.
Yep.
Okay, if you were a Protestant and you saw them, you'd call them a rotten willy.
Yep.
And well, anyhow, it's about because of their little thing but they're coming together, you guys, and they're like gonna try to fight against all the refugees coming into their country because they ain't got enough room. And now they're going crazy. So, I mean, I just think that's awesome. That'd be like the Hatfields and the McCoys, shaking hands and saying, "Okay, we're done."
Yep.
I mean, decades and decades. So I think we could come together as Americans and we could throw out that idea about having trans games. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Can we make Andrew Warner one of the judges?
Oh yeah, Cupcake. He'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, "Nope, you're out of there."
Yeah.
There's Harvest Mary Moon says.
Yeah, he wants to do the high jump and the pole vaulting because when they land on the, on the mat, they run over there real quick and teabag him. Good job.
You got teabagging on the brain today, don't you?
No, that's angry. He started it, so I'm just letting.
Oh yeah, that's true. He does. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So anyhow, yeah, that's just my little, thoughts of the day on that because it's really been bothering me the last couple of days when I do see something and it's just gone out of control. And at what point are we gonna have to, hit the stop button if we can't even hit the stop button?
All right, Chef Kicker, enjoy your family. We love you.
I love you, Shift. Call me in a little while, babe.
Yeah, after our family leaves, so of course.
Good morning, Life with Bobby.
Hey, Life with Bobby. Oh wait, yeah. Life with Bobby was on our morning show, and she says she has no life now. So I told her we need to try to get her up on panel one day so she can tell us stories. We're going to start a special segment of when Bobby had life or something. I don't remember. I have to go back to the restream and watch it.
Yeah, we could do that.
We'll have her come up, a couple times a week, and she could tell us a story about when she had a life.
And I hope your weather's good where you're at, Harvest Mary Moon.
Yep. Be careful. Don't pee in the pool because if she sees a tallywhacker, she's using those shears on it, guys. I'm telling you. Don't believe me? Ask Angry. Dun, dun, dun. He threatened to pee in my pool.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, you got shock for that.
Well, no, I got Harvest Mary. That's better than shock. Because, there you go. There's the pool.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that almost looks like Jay's pool. Just needs a rock fountain.
Hold on.
Oh, there is a rock fountain back there, isn't there?
Yep. That's right, to move it so you can see.
Yeah, the rock. Gotta have that rock fountain. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's too expensive to put a pool in now with the economy as it is. It used to cost $50,000 to put a pool in. Now it's $100,000, I guess.
Yeah.
Just since 2019, guys. Yeah.
Same hole size and all, but hey.
Yeah, we got quoted 50,000 in like the end of 2018, and we thought, oh, we'll just hold off maybe because I don't know why I don't know why we did, but I'm glad we did because then all of a sudden the COVID came and kind of shut everything down, so that wouldn't have been good. But yeah, now it's double the price in just 5 years.
Yeah. And if you haven't looked, look, Lady D's getting a tan there. Actually, I think she's sitting there eating the vegetarian pizza because she's a vegetarian. Yeah.
Are you still having super balmy hot weather down in Texas?
Oh hell yeah, we're in extreme heat. I forgot the word for it, but they said stay out of it. If you don't have to be out, stay out, because if you're weak at heart or have breathing problems and all that, it could be deadly. And that's almost the whole state of Texas. Not all of it, but almost the whole state.
And the UV must be off the chart because everybody's complaining
Oh
about.
yeah.
And it's funny because this year now more people are complaining about, ooh, when the sun hits my skin, it burns. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. It's been doing that for a couple years. You're just now figuring this shit out. When I tell you that you need to put shade cloth over your garden the last couple years that you didn't have to do before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird something's going on, guys.
Yeah.
I really do think that other planet is out there and it's gonna mess with our environment, our ecosystem, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about it now. The closer it gets, you know what I mean? I mean, I've told you it's been out there for years, but now that it's getting where people are starting to catch more photos and shit of weird shit.
Yeah.
Like Mr. MBB 333.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all the guy does pretty much is, sun and weather events, abnormal weather events.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I only went big scrape for one reason. I want to point out Huey, Louie, and Dewey back there, right? Notice they washed their ball on Wednesday. It's nice and clean and colorful. Even Sonic the Hedgehog, his is so clean, it's clear.
I think the Pizza Hut boxes are funny.
Yeah. But I'm gonna let you know, Linus right there next to Sonic, that's Angry Warrior. I think he's trying to pee in the pool.
No peeing in the pool, man.
Yeah.
Shock is expensive. Pool chemicals are expensive.
Yeah, see, Happy Chappy, yeah, you're Peter Pan. You're up there in the air.
Oh, what a day. It is just rainy, yucky here in Seattle.
Yeah. Harvest Bird Moon is saying the military with their flares has caught the woods on fire and the place is not easy to get to either. Oh, I haven't seen anything come across yet.
Yeah, that's what they're probably saying, but what's the chances it's something coming up out of the ground? I'm wondering about some of these fires on the West Coast. If they're lava underground, I know that sounds weird, but how do you get a fire out in the middle of effing nowhere that nobody can get to? Oh yeah, well we just happen to be doing, some drills out there. Yeah, and how the fuck did you get the stuff out there? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in the dense pine trees here in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, right. Yeah. Come on.
Well,
it's so dense, the canopy, that there's no light. And what you can do, barrel through all those trees? No. Okay, anyhow, shut up. I'm on a rant.
No, go ahead.
Good morning, Joyce.
People love your rant.
Well, it just doesn't make any sense, all these stupid things that they try to explain shit away. I mean, years ago I might have bought into it, but not now.
Yeah.
Not now. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah, right out in the middle of the forest like that. Yeah. Oh, but you can't get to the fire, but you were back there for a drill.
Well. So here's something shocking for those that love Subways.
Subway sandwiches?
You know those $5 footlongs that they raised up to $15?
They're gross.
Yeah, they're slashing them down. Now the footlongs are going to be $6.99.
They're losing so much business after Jared almost destroyed their whole brand.
Yeah.
That Jared guy didn't do anything good for Subway, but they were also putting yoga mat shit in the bread, so go figure. And then the tuna wasn't even tuna.
Yeah. What
Like
was
how?
it?
Yeah, like how can you get away with all this scandalous shit all these years and still be standing as a franchise? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Just the Jared thing alone, is enough to.
Yeah.
I would have rebranded like Jack in the Box. Remember when Jack in the Box rebranded and they
Yeah.
blew up Jack in the Box? The box. Because when you drove up to Jack in the Box, it was his head.
Yeah.
You were talking to, and they blew him up, and they rebranded and came back.
Yeah.
I would have rebranded. You should have rebranded. Just saying.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box used to be good. I used to like their taquitos and their greasy tacos. I know they're like really, really greasy, but their tacos were good, especially after a couple of, adult beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like their chicken pita. That's about the only thing I like there now.
We had one here and it closed. And it
Oh.
wasn't because it was just so hard to get to. They put it in a shopping center away from everything else, all by itself, and you had to drive around everybody in traffic and everything just to get to it. There was no access from the access road.
Oh, yeah,
Pretty
location.
Yeah, they built it to fail. That's all it was. And it was on the other side of town too, where there was less populace. So it was just a college. One college was there while all the other colleges were on this side of town, which I didn't understand. Hey, but here, Irish Star is reporting Vladimir Putin's Iron Doll, one of his mistresses, makes a World War III threat. She says we are a nuclear power.
Well,
I think somebody's gonna take her ass out, and it ain't gonna be Putin's wife.
Putin, man, he's gonna do something. NATO's backing him up against the wall. NATO, you gotta stop, man. You are not anybody's friends. The
Well,
only reason
he's already flying drones over a couple of NATO countries' nuclear power plants.
Yeah, and you know why they're going after Russia? Because Russia's not on the SWIFT system. They haven't been for a few years, you guys. They're going up against the bankers.
Yeah.
That's why they want Russia so bad. That's why they wanted Germany originally. And that's why Hitler got voted in back then, because they didn't want to get involved with all of that. But the hand was forced, and history was made, obviously. But
Yeah.
it's all over. Like Gaddafi, Libya, you guys. Gaddafi wasn't on any system,
Yeah, he got backstabbed by the Democrats, especially Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, he knew that eventually they were going to come for him. He just,
I mean, yeah, he wasn't a good guy, but
no, he wasn't a good guy in our eyes, but to his people, he was a good guy.
yeah, if we could have had him as a prisoner, he would have freaking spilled the beans on Hillary and half the Democrats. Hey, Kellum, how you doing?
So, and then Chavez was the same too.
Yeah.
Venezuela was a very rich, oil-rich country. I mean, they didn't have the poverty that they do now. And yeah, Chavez didn't seem like a good guy to us, only because, Bush Sr. hated him. And Chavez called him Satan.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
But then we also know that Chavez was the one that put all the money and the thought into making the stuff that goes in the pizza machines. Yeah, that's how he stayed in power. Yeah, pretty corrupt, but their country was doing well. And I think he was taken out with the heart attack gun. Just saying. I mean, that's my opinion.
Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, the country to watch is Iran. They're going to go through some political turmoil between the the dictator and the president. Their president is showing, since he got put in, that he's more of a common sense type thinker. He doesn't want to go to war with anybody. He just wants to take care of his country, and that's it. While the dictator's like, oh, revenge, we got to do this. We got to have world domination. And I think a majority of the populace that's not military is going to support the president. So watch for the turmoil, because I'm pretty sure that the dictator's going to eradicate somebody. Just saying.
The new Shah.
Yep. So just keep an eye on North Korea. I think the sister's going to freaking eventually take out her brother. Because she's going to finally realize, like, hey, he takes out all his enemies, my brother. And that doesn't mean he ain't going to take me out. But no, I'm going to strike before he does. And we don't want her in power, but, hey. So I really don't think half the stuff that Kim Jong-un's doing is Kim Jong-un doing. I think it's the sister.
Yeah, I think it's the sadistic sister.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she has any conscience at all. She
doesn't understand the concept of war either, and what actually goes on. I mean, yeah, she's older, but she's not older than her brother. But she didn't grow up with any turmoil. She was just a baby, if even a baby, when the Koreas were fighting. And I don't even think she was born yet. So she doesn't know anything except what she watches on state TV. And do you think they're going to show war stuff there?
Yeah, but I think she might know more than what we think, because her grandfather was the one that actually did the coup and took over North Korea. And then her father took the reign after the grandfather died. And then when the father died, then the reign went down to, Kim Jong Yum Yum. I call him Yum Yum because he's kind of a chunky little guy, and I think he's yum 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 all the food,
Yeah.
Everybody else is skinny and wafy looking, and he's, roly poly, yum 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 yum.
Well, I'm still waiting for Russia to pull all their troops out of Syria. The moment that happens, and Russia's on the last. On the verge of doing something drastic, because they had to pull all their troops back. And they're going to leave Syria by themselves.
Syria is a massive country if you look at it compared to the other ones over there. The land mass is so much larger.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be hard to. I mean, and the thing is I don't understand, because the Syrian president, he's not stupid either. He was American. He was educated here in America.
Yep. He
speaks English. He writes it. He graduated, from the universities over here. Mm-hmm. He knows our ways. And
yep.
Why are we going out now? Is he another country that doesn't want to get on the banker system? Is that why we've been in Syria for so long? Probably.
Yep.
Because even South America at one point, they slowly took that over.
Have a good one, Tom. Be safe.
And it goes all the way back to the 60s and 70s to the wars in Nicaragua and shit. And then we went into Panama, and we went into El Salvador, we went into Argentina, we went into we've been into almost everything in South America now.
Yep.
So I think Brazil's last.
Yep.
But it's all about the one world government and the one world finance. And not all these countries want to get on board. And Putin doesn't want to get on board. I don't think Syria wants to get on board. Gaddafi and Libya definitely didn't want to get on board.
Yeah. Well, supposedly
Saddam didn't want to get on board either, but Saddam was working for us, and he got a little ballsy, and he got a little bit too much of a narcissist, and started creating statues of himself and godlike figure, and that's when we're like, And then he was like, no, we don't want to get on your banking shit either. And oh yeah, we're coming in. There's weapons of mass destruction there.
No.
It's all about the money. It's always about the damn money.
Yeah.
And we're in a lockdown prison in this, bullshit. We're in the Matrix.
Yeah. Well, those are Mexican scientists that said he's proven that there's we're living in a matrix zone. He's found a what do you call it? A
glitch.
Yeah, like another universe. So
Well,
like, right? Yeah, I don't believe it, but okay, whatever. I think he's been smoking too much of the chemicals he's been playing with in the lab, but
that's not off the table for me.
Well, it is for me until they can prove time travel. I won't believe there's another dimension.
I think there's a way that they've been bending times with frequencies. I think they've been doing a lot of things with frequencies because Satan, God made Lucifer the musician and over, sound and music,
Mm-hmm.
And I think he uses the frequencies. I think that's how they do that voice to skull shit too. So,
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that stuff is real. I'll put it past. When my husband told me that they can read your conversation off the glass in your home from a mile away, when he came back from a Homeland Security meeting and told me about that, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he's been going to those meetings since 2003. Because that's after 2001. That's when they created that whole new thing, guys.
Yeah.
And there's people that work in it of all aspects of life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's, like people in the chemical world, people that are in the fucking probably even food industry world. I don't know. I mean, they got their hands in everything.
Yeah.
But nothing's off the table because I feel like I've been lied to most of my adult life as a Gen Xer. So,
Holy Toledo.
Hello, guys. Sorry.
Morning shift.
Afternoon shift.
Oh,
Afternoon.
Did you kick your family out or something?
No, they'll be back.
Ah, okay. Road trip. Yep.
Yep. So I figured I'd stop up for a few minutes.
Cool. Yeah, I told B that it was an epic failure on her part for not showing up this morning. You needed protection from her bees.
Yeah. Dang things won't leave me alone. They won't let me be. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you, hon. Lady D, John Kemper, everyone in chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just a lot going on this weekend.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking outside my window. I don't see nothing going on except the sun burning everything up. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, be underneath one of the steps we found where they were going in and out. It's getting taken care of today. Yep, vote for Pedro.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah, it was like that nuclear sub that popped up on the Russian Navy and scared the shit out of him. Putin pooped his pants. Because the U.S. gave a good freaking warning. It's like, yeah, our freaking subs are here. And they got nukes. 2 minutes, you're done. You want to keep throwing out those freaking threats. And I'm looking for dinner. I didn't see dinner, so. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on.
Who, Putin?
Dun, dun, dun. I gotta find the video.
Were you saying Putin?
Yeah. Hold on. It's time for food. Porn. With Mike B. Well, I guess just not going to do it. You want to read it, Tim?
Hang on. Dinner tonight. Chicken drumsticks with dumplings and stuffing. A cucumber and tomato salad with Italian dressing. And a Dr. Pepper.
Dun, dun, dun. Thank you for reminding me. I was probably looking at the news stuff at the time. There might be. The John Campers just greeting everyone.
We were not sure, but we have to have a mason come in and put, what do you call it? Handrails in. And so they have to get them out of there, period.
Yeah. Freeze those suckers. It's not a natural freaking place for them to have a habitat, so get that fuck out of here. I don't know. It's steps, you know. So.
Yep.
Oh, the bees. Oh, no.
I don't mind the bees most of the time, but when they go somewhere, I mean, I don't even bug the ones that freaking, well, it's usually the wasps, the yellow jackets who do it. They build a nest outside of my front porch. I don't even bother them until they start trying to get in the house. And I'm like, no. Air conditioning's mine, not yours. You live outside.
Oh, they're in the wall?
No, I don't know if they're in the wall or not.
Hopefully there's not a hive in there.
They're looking at every aspect of this, so yeah, we'll figure it out.
That reminds me, I need to walk around here and make sure that no beehives are, like, because, now I'm a maintenance person too, okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a gardener. I'm a maintenance person. I'm a 24-hour healthcare provider. What the fuck out? Oh, I'm a cook.
You're a smoker and a choker.
And a Sunday night joker on Teen TV.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm brushing up all my skills in case,
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? I might have to. We might be put back into the dark ages. They keep threatening that shit too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't put it past them to do it, you guys, to pull an EMP. So please just have some shit ready. We know that, they're talking about MPOX and stuff, that could be all like a look over here, but they're gonna reset. They're gonna do it because the Fed, their little game only runs for so long. The game's got to be reset. That's why they were getting rid of all the old people so they wouldn't realize what was going on.
Well, they're trying to make freaking get rid of the old people. They got to get rid of the houses, and then they could place the illegals in the houses because they let all these 10 million illegals in. So it makes sense. Get rid of the old people.
Thank you, B. I'll pass that on to him.
And a lot of the older people that did pass away, a lot of them did own their properties, because they've been alive and got them paid off. Like my mom and dad's house has been paid off for years and years and years. They'd love to probably come in and do something, and oh yeah, well, we can liquidate all this for money for you so that you can take care of your mother and but we'll take that big old property.
Yeah, man, a lot of people were asleep when the Democrats tried passing a bill through the House and the Senate that they wanted to raise the inheritance tax.
Yeah,
that's where the kids going to get shit. The government got the house and the property and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And you want them to continue running the government? Yeah. That's why I love Texas. There's no inheritance tax in the state.
And that reverse mortgage stuff, you guys, isn't as just because Tom Selleck gets up there and flashes his little eyeballs and says it's so great, it ain't so great, okay?
Yeah.
I've already looked into that shit.
Yeah. I want to see documents where he's done that to his house. He's up there in age. He should already have that done at his house. Guarantee you won't find no documents with his name signed on it.
Well, it just bothers me that he's pumping that shit, and he was like my biggest heartthrob back in the day. Like, you guys, I just thought Tom Selleck was the shit.
Well, it bothers me that I was related to him when in my first marriage.
You were?
Yeah, my first wife was cousins with him, and I got to meet him and all that when he came to Vegas when I lived there. And
Was he nice?
he was all right. You just got that feeling like, yeah, don't trust the sucker. I'd probably trust a used car salesman before I trust him.
Oh shit, yeah, because I love that show Magnum PI, and then when I met my husband, he had that Tom Selleck look, and I just fucking fell in love with him, man.
Yeah.
I have something about Tom Selleck, and then that other guy and I was much younger. Oh, Robert Conrad. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
He did the battery commercial.
He did Bob Black Sheep.
Oh my God. I used to think, and then God, there was another. Oh,
he was Pappy Boyington. I had to think of the last
one.
one.
I just thought he was so cute, and he was in that series, not Gunsmoke, but he was in a Western series.
He did a Western also. I can't think of the name of it either.
It was him and another guy, and they, and then the detective cowboy that lived in the trailer house. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Wild West. That's the one he did. He did Wild West.
Wild West. Okay, so now who? James Gardner.
Yeah.
He played that detective that lived in. Oh my God. Okay, so those were the three guys as I was growing up that I thought were the most handsomest men ever. Yeah, I did. Okay, so you learned something about me. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I thought Robert Conrad was a hottie, man. He was very nice looking man. Do you guys agree with me? And James Gardner wasn't bad looking either for an old guy.
I don't know. I judged the looks by who their wives or girlfriends were. And the one person that always stayed the same to me was Sam Elliott. Young or old. I really respected him. And he's a conservative, so yeah.
Yes, I like him as an actor, but I'm sorry, I'd have to put a bag over his face to do him.
Well, he did have an awesome, freaking good-looking wife till she passed away. I can't believe she married him, but I mean, he had to have personality skills to marry her because she was hot in her day too. So, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, who was his wife?
You remember watching Butch Cassidy of the Sundance Kid? The movie with Robert Redford and Paul Newman?
No.
Yeah. The lady that was the girlfriend of Sundance. She made a movie called Sundance Women also. I can't remember her name right now, but
that was Sam Elliott's wife?
Yep. Oh. They did one movie together, and it was before he became really famous, and they fell in love and got married. And the whole time since she passed away, they stayed married. They lived on the ranch, and now he lives on a ranch by himself.
I think, but a lot of those were old Hollywood, and I don't think they were. I think some of them.
Yeah, they were reclusive. You wouldn't catch them like on the magazines and all that out on the town doing all this flashy stuff.
Catherine Ross, yep, that's Sam's wife.
Oh, yep. Catherine Ross. Okay, yeah, because I think there was still you could still live a regular life in Hollywood back,
Yeah.
When
Well, they had the money before everything started going corrupt, so they didn't need, they could afford to do away with anybody trying to threaten them with anything. So.
Yepers.
I mean, I used to think that even John Travolta and his wife, I thought, well, they kind of stayed away from all that Hollywood glam, but no, they didn't. And I think he took the deal. I do. I think he took the deal.
Yeah, I felt bad for John Travolta's wife. She was too good for him.
I think she found out a lot of shit there at the end, and it just killed her. It just,
Yeah.
And she stayed out of the limelight,
Ted, me knowing you for as long as I have, I really thought the one actor that you would have picked out that you really would have thought was a hottie.
Who?
Remember the show Welcome Back, Kotter?
Yeah, I remember that show.
Horseshack.
Oh yeah, come on, Russ.
Oh,
I'm just playing. Because hey, you're batshit crazy, so.
Well, guys, I just really wanted to stop up this afternoon to wish everybody a happy weekend. And yep, it's that time for me. I gotta fly.
Yeah, I think it is that time.
Yeah. But okay, we love you, and Tim, just gonna leave you with some more homework.
Okay.
You don't have to turn it in. It's just stuff to look at. Okay, I've been looking and researching about these 3 days of darkness.
Yeah.
And today I read that it's supposed to happen on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right?
Yeah.
And when you look in the Vatican, they don't mention nothing. So they're acting like governments. They don't tell you shit till after the fact, I think. You may want to look into that a little bit because, the 3 days of darkness is supposed to cover the whole world. And I think that this world has gotten to the point where God's going to freaking do something.
Just never know. That's up to him.
And if you start sensing that it's going to happen, you don't want to be caught outside. That was the biggest thing on that. If it does ever happen, it was good to be prepared. You prep the food, you prep the water, and everything else. You might as well have the freaking knowledge too. Don't be outside on those 3 days.
Yeah.
So, but and there's other stuff in there too. And I'm still trying to look into the Vatican, try to find anything listed on it, even from the past. But okay. But remember, tell everybody, everybody in chat, you are the best chat in the world. Don't believe what the Democrats, liberals say. You aren't what Hillary called us, and you definitely ain't what Camilla says, because Camilla doesn't know nothing about waist high. And yeah, tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them. You know what's gonna happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. And I love y'all. I love you, Shifting 10, and I'm passing it on to Shifting 10 now.
Welcome.
All right. Stay blessed, guys. Not stressed. Smile at somebody. You never know how it'll change their day, and it may even change yours. So check on your neighbors and have a great weekend.
Well,
10.
See, a 10 singing the Welcome Back, Carter song. See, I know she's thinking about a Horseshack now. Arr, arr, arr.